I want to say we just had a really good conversation with sharp pointy sticks and a crown.
Right, yep. right. Diplomacy by other means, I think is what it's called.
Yep.
We just had to show them that we were right. It's not that complicated of a concept. It's okay.
Right. I believe you were counting coup.
They got the giant octopus on him. That was fun.
Indeed.
With a matching hat and cape, of course.
Exactly. I was going to say stylish.
That still makes me giggle more than I think it should.
Calendar not selected for this campaign.
Oh, yeah. I think the plugin exists, but I don't think I've ever actually set it up to do anything.
How am I supposed to know when it's my birthday?
Alas.
That just means every day is not your birthday day. That's like the best day ever.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I've been on this really big Cheshire kick recently. And I can't tell you why.
It's better that it's a mystery.
I mean, it's a Cheshire. Isn't it always?
It's on brand. Exactly.
Feels accurate.
Yeah.
We ready?
I hope so.
I'm here.
Things up and running and audio's open.
Okay, cool. Well, you're not streaming or anything, are you? Or if you are you ready?
I am not, and I am ready.
Excellent.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I think Neuro is the only one that might be streaming, if anyone.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And he just verified that we are good to go. So I suggest that we go.
No! Storyteller, tell us a story.
Indeed, I will. Okay. So it's been a while. So to bring you back up to speed, y'all died and found yourself transported to a magical world, wherein you were apparently the chosen ones who were supposed to stop the Dark Lord's rise.
Fucking typical.
He seemed to be way more prepared for that than you were the one time that you have met him. But he gave you some advice to do some training. Which, as it turns out, you kind of availed yourself of because you went to visit a nearby carnival, traveling, circus style event, and found yourself a way to transport yourself to yet another magical world, a realm of the Fae this time. Only apparently there's been a coup here, which is ironic. There's some echoing going on. But yeah, there was a coup here, and apparently the fairy queen who holds court here normally has been deposed by a trio of hags, one of which lives here in Downfall, which is a community built around her hut, which sits on stilts in the swamp, surrounded by a few bits of land that poke out of the water, which are home to her servant Pollywugs, who have themselves their own little kingdom, as it turns out. And in fact, it's one that's full of intrigue and backstabbing and plots. And hey, there's that echoing thing, coups. One of which you are in the middle of right now. And in fact, just 12 seconds ago, the king has fallen. And so we find ourselves in the moment after the figurative and literal blade has fallen on the king. Right now, the supporters of the new coup find themselves in what feels like an advantageous position amongst those few loyal knights who stuck around when the fight broke out. Now, even though it says it's Grundlekrantz's turn, I actually know that he took his turn. So it's actually, I'm going to hit the button. It's actually Holy Knight 15's turn.
And they're wounded.
They are. They're actually, the reason I know that it is their turn is because they were wounded last turn by Grundlekrantz, who is not giving them the option to surrender, apparently, and is instead intending to slaughter them all.
Well, it's good to see a man stick to his convictions.
Right. Yeah. So realizing his position, our friend probably doesn't feel like he has much choice. Let's see if he is made of stern enough stuff, however. Open your character sheet for me. Oh, window of errors. Awesome. That's fine, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I got those one out on my character sheet.
Yeah, I did too.
I will point out that one of the updated plugins is called Character Sheet Tweaks. I'm sure that's totally unrelated. Anyway.
Wait.
Charisma saving throw. All right. Oh, he is not made of stern enough stuff, as it turns out. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's you guys can see that, right? That wasn't or was that hidden from you guys?
I saw a dice throw. I did not see the number.
Okay, that's right. I forgot I have hiding turned on by default. Yeah, that was a 4 that he rolled there. Just to give you an idea of the scope of his failure. Okay. So given that, then he drops his weapon, his glaive, drops to his knees and raises his hands with a croak. And he says, "I surrender." You are Joffrey Alien of the octopus form. It is your turn.
All right. So who are still resisting of the ones that we didn't come in?
The
Stop
pissed off
resisting.
sanguinist Lisp Bullywug Knight. You think might have some fire in him, but he's also like right next to Gullybek, so it might just be that he doesn't feel like he can disengage. You can't really tell from where you are. The two that were tangling with you don't really seem like they're interested in this fight. Like, you bet that if you smacked them away or otherwise did something that was like very obviously, I'm gonna fucking kill you, they would probably break.
Okay. Well, now that the king's dead and I've probably dropped his body on the ground.
Indeed.
Yeah, I would see. What do I have for attacks again? Let me bring that back up. That is their creatures, giant octopus, more errors.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised that giant octopuses aren't a higher CR.
Yeah, right. Oh god, it's not even just once, it's every time you open that character sheet. What a pain in the ass. But yeah, I guess they're only AC 11, but I mean still 52 hit points. Plus 4 perception, plus 5 stealth, dark vision.
I mean, I get the fact that they're underwater predominantly creatures, but still,
Right, but they can also hold their breath for an hour.
I guess it would be trying to effectively push or kind of shove both of them at the same time.
Okay. Do you want to roll your tentacle attack for me? We'll just use it as your melee attack.
Sure. That roll, is it a double click?
No, I think you might need to actually like drag it into the rail. It didn't seem like that worked.
No, it's a double click.
There we go. Ooh, nice. Oh, that was against. Well, that's fine. I will take a 15 plus 5 regardless. What was the one that got dropped? It was a 13. That would have been fine either way. So, okay, that will definitely hit. Given your size versus theirs, I will just count that same attack against both of them. Your intention is to push, not deal any damage, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not trying to kill them, you're trying to bat them away.
Yeah. I mean, if maybe they might take a little damage, but not, just like one apiece, kind of.
Yeah, in 5e rules terms, you're pulling your punches. You're not trying to kill them.
Right.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to homebrew this a little bit. I'm going to take what would normally be your damage, which is 2d6 plus 3. So let's roll 2d6 really quick. Double fours, that's an 8. All right, so I'm going to push them each back 2 tiles.
Sounds good.
Which is 15 feet. So I'm going to count that as fall damage. Is fall damage D8 or D6? Do you remember?
I think it's D6. I don't know. Let me see.
No, I only remember old rules. It was D6 per like 10 feet or something.
Yeah, it's 1d6 per 10 feet. All right. So let's do 1d6 plus 3 for damage. 5 plus 3. Hey, fucking rolling 8s.
Awesome. Kind of proud that I just pulled that out of my magical ass.
Yeah, nice. Sorry, which one are you? Your Soggy Court 16. I wish this had that thing from the other one where the bubbles pop up when you click on the token.
Yeah.
Are you? Soggy Court Night 16. Night 28, Night 15.
but I get a downed player up. Dang it.
To heal him?
27.
With what?
Anything.
Why is that? Oh, I see.
Just so long as you heal them, they go from 0 HP to 1 HP. Or you could do a medicine check to try to stabilize them, but they'll be conked out for.
All right. Do you want to do anything else, Faerly?
I guess maybe try to do something menacing or intimidating towards pissed off Sanguinous Lisp.
All right, you want to do an intimidation check for me?
Yeah. That is charisma based.
Yep.
Okay, that would just use my charisma, which I've already built into this. Or do I actually have a proficiency in? Let me check.
You can just roll it off your sheet if you do, because it'll that way it'll just use your charisma anyway.
Nope. Okay. It would intimidation. Not so intimidating.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know how to slurp and make the sounds correctly. It's not like the movies.
All right. You don't want to move or anything?
No need to.
Okay.
Bullywug non-combatant. Where are they? I don't even see them.
They're on the edges of the map at this point.
Okay.
All right. That's round 3 of combat. And dude died in 18 seconds. Like, they went, slay the king. 18 seconds later, he was dead, and there was a giant octopus over there.
Right. Some
That escalated
weird ripping
quickly.
sound as you morph, and then everyone's dead.
Right. All right, your turn, Joy.
It is.
Everybody in your immediate vicinity. Why is this guy invisible? What's going on there? Can you see the dude to your southeast?
I just tried to like push and hold and make the little thing happen, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But the thing that says Soggy Court.
Yeah, Soggy Core 28.
Yeah, I can see him.
Okay, cool. For some reason, he's like rendered half invisible as if he's hidden on my screen. It's weird. Anyway, he just killed that dude Glorg next to him. So he's still got the blood fire burning.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna tell him to back the fuck down. And I'm gonna menace him.
That would be an intimidation check, sir.
One moment.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah, so I guess you turn to him and like, I don't know, you do that like rabbit thing that, the noise they make when they like die.
Wow. Just screaming his little frog face.
All right, like I don't know how else you would
Shrieking woman.
intimidate him. Yeah, right.
Right?
Like,
I was gonna try to grr because it's really me, right? But I don't know. I guess that would work.
yeah, well, I mean, it's your call. It's your action. But I seen the image I had in my head. I was like, how would a rabbit intimidate someone? They'd probably like scream at him, right?
Scream at him.
Show their giant fangs. Big old chompers.
Absolutely blood curdling.
I can actually hear that terrifyingly in my head.
I know, like if you've heard it, oh.
It's a shrieking sound.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
That's it. Not trying to kill him if I don't have to. That's my bill.
Yeah.
I'm a pacifist.
Yeah. Well, a 17 will do the job. Like, however it is that you're doing it, it's enough for him to see the writing on the wall, and he drops the sword and raises his hands.
Good.
He says, "My king is dead. No need for me to die too."
The king is dead. Long
You're
live
smarter than
the king.
They're smarter than I thought, you guys.
All right. You going to do anything else? Do you want to move? You're not threatened anymore, so you wouldn't take an attack of opportunity.
That's right. Yeah, I think I am going to move over here by Watts. That's just a hop away.
Indeed.
Hop and a skip,
Just to jump to the left.
a twist to the right. I do not remember the entire scenario. I apologize in advance.
I absolutely
You put
do.
your hands on your hip.
Yep. Bring your knees
Well, your
in tight.
knees
Which is
in
probably
tight.
hard for a rabbit. But then you do the pelvic thrust, which rabbits are really good at.
Really glad
sir,
what
I
you're
would-
saying.
I would say you're flexible enough, because I could see you having a hyper flexibility thingy that everyone actually hates because it's really bad for your body. The hyperextension, like
I
you're,
only remember the acronym.
Yeah, the
I don't remember what it
hyperflexibility.
means.
yep.
All right. Anything else you want to do, man?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
Moving
You're
right along.
a mercy paladin or something?
He's a redemption paladin.
Redemption. You would who's our dude that's down right now?
Do you mean injured or dead?
Yeah, dead or injured. Is it Glorg that's injured?
Glorg is dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Volp is not doing so hot for sure.
never mind.
I mean, I can lay on hands, I guess. Have I done that today? I'm not sure.
Well, you can do that until you're out of points. It's not a charges thing. It's just you only have a pool that you can use. That recharges on a long rest, if I recall.
Oh, I see. It's hit points equal to my paladin level times 5. My paladin level is 4, so that's 20 points. You can touch a creature and draw up to 20 points to restore hit points to them. I would do that to our team first if I could. Does Watts need it or Phelan?
I definitely do not.
Octopus.
Don't heal the
fine.
octopus.
Hold on just a second, John.
Yeah, you're right. Volp over there is looking a little bad, but I don't know. Do these guys have some froggy healing
like-
magic?
You're like, he's not in my party. What the fuck, man?
I mean,
Where is your attacks and shit?
Who?
Is there a tab missing from the character sheet?
Actions?
His actions seem to be empty.
Yeah, my actions appear to be missing too.
weird. My actions are empty.
My actions are filled with journal entries.
Huh?
There's a tab called journal entry. I've been adding them as I've been doing things.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I get you. Where is there's a literally though, there's a tab missing, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I got
now
my
that
abilities. Are you
mentioned
talking
it,
about the
yeah.
ones that lets you do
The
things?
one that would list your spells if you
That
were
would
a
have my attacks
spellcaster.
and
Yeah.
everything?
And your various different attacks and shit?
I remember that there was a mod that you utilized for some of that. I wonder if that mod hasn't been updated.
Fine. Oh. Hold on just a second.
It gave you pips and stuff for like if I use my rage.
Yeah, that's the character sheets tweak that we were talking about earlier. Setup. Option. Nothing. Present. Channels. 40 reactions. Not in here. Okay, maybe. Yeah, that's a special menu.
If I go down to floating tabs and then hit the actions thing, I get the page that you're talking about.
Oh, is it just hidden now?
So yeah, go to main on your character sheet tab. Then in main screen, there should be a bunch of buttons for under floating tabs for actions, skills, abilities, and inventory. If you click on the actions one, you see that page that we were talking about.
Yeah, so the tab on the side is gone, but the plugin still has access to the page at least. That's good.
The tab on the side is still there. It's just now it's limited.
Right, it's just not the right tab. Like it's not the actions tab. It's the journal tab or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I was yeah, I agree. I was hoping that Lay on Hands would show you properly that you have a pool of points, but it doesn't. So you're going to have to manually track your Lay on Hands points. All right, man.
Bitches.
So how am I actually going to get an actions page again if my actions page got busted here?
Floating
Go to
tab.
main. Yeah, go to main. At the very bottom, there's a set of buttons across the, in like a line across. The first one is the action button. That'll bring it up as its own page.
And I'm not seeing it.
Under
Loading tabs at the bottom.
Cross swords right next to a magnifying glass. Right above the health.
On the character page.
Do you not have that?
Yep, there it is.
Oh,
Bottom
here.
of the character sheet should be HD, then your dice, your death saving throws, then your health pool, and then right above your health pool.
Oh, there's my actions. I see.
Yep. Those will actually open each of those tabs in its own page, which is cool. Like that's useful, but I don't know why the actions tab, the one that's supposed to work, is actually fucked up there. That's a bug.
Tis a bug. Tis a bug. Man, I saw the laziest QA bug in Rogue Trader the other day. Because I've been playing the TTRPG. Or not the TTRPG, but
No, I knew what you meant. The isometric one. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, just because the symbols make more sense, that the symbol for coercion and the symbol for fucking it's cohesion or something like that. It's supposed to represent like toughness or something, or Karos or something like that is what it's called. Karos or something like that. But I'm pretty sure that the images for the two of them are backwards.
Wow, still in the fight. That's surprising. Oh wait, I didn't roll that with disadvantage. Let me roll that again.
Oh, Glorp?
No, Glorp is dead.
Oh,
It's Karos. Carouse.
Oh, that's carouse.
Carouse.
Yeah. That's like hell raising.
How does that mean toughness?
Carousing is hell raising, like going to a bar and getting in a bar fight.
The skill is affected by the toughness characteristic. It represents the ability to resist negative effects applied by some poisons, stimulations, or alcohol.
Carouse is the ability to drink plentiful amounts of alcohol and enjoy oneself with others in a noisy, lively way.
Interesting. I understand what they're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, now I definitely think that the symbols for carouse and coercion are mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this dumb shit's still in the fight. What's he gonna do? He's got his shit thrown at him by a fucking octopus. I think he's gonna go this way. With these less apparently threatening rabbit.
Well, he would know that I'm still able to smack him from here. My range is 15 feet. I would have probably pushed them all the way out to that distance. So if he's trying to not get smacked by the octopus, that's not going to help him.
Oh well, now he's behind the pillar. This is actually where he needed to be in the first place.
He's got cover. He's also a frog, you know. He thinks that if he can't see you, you can't see him.
Right. His vision's based on movement, right?
Sure. I'm enraged right now. You can't trust anything I say.
Oh, that's a hit.
Bitch. 21
All right.
points.
No, that's a hit. That's not damage.
Oh.
Actually, I would say that all bitches
it's a measly
are
4 points of damage, but I think it does it automatically, so you don't have to do it.
Thus, he can't be a bitch.
Sick. Love that.
It's a good point. Yeah, I think that's his turn.
You think bullywugs can get
Wait.
high
Have I used my
by
chance
just
to win?
hotboxing the area next to them?
It feels like a waste. I'm not going to do it.
Right, I get what you're
Wait.
saying. Like just absorb through the skin, do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. You know, if we smoke copious amounts of weed in like a
It's dry
small
out and
room with bollywogs, will they get high?
I
I
think
wonder
they
if
will,
they do
yeah.
that sweat lodge kind of thing. You know, like Native American
Right.
and Vikings.
Are there poison dart bullywugs?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, they would have to be in their own tent then, sort of like a priest class.
Is it poison or venomous dart?
It's poison because they gain
They
the
secrete
ability
a toxic.
to secrete the toxin from eating ants. So it comes from the acid from the ant diet.
Right, I
actually
see
one
what
of
you're
the
saying. So
reasons
it's not actually a toxin. It's a. I see. Yeah.
No, it is a toxin, yeah, but it's based on the chemical breakdown of the acids that the ants produce, and some
Formic
other
acid.
bugs too. I just remember this guy who I
So it's
watched on
formic
YouTube,
acid.
he was building a vivarium, and one of the reasons why he couldn't put poison dart frogs in his giant 600-gallon vivarium is because he keeps ants in there too, and he's very certain that if the poison dart frogs ate the ants, that they would actually start becoming poisonous.
Yeah,
Right.
they would get poisoned.
Because in
That was
all
a specific type
normal
of ant that was
circumstances,
poisonous, not if they ate any ants.
it's a certain, it's certain kinds of ants, but the ants that he's are raising are specifically all native. He doesn't believe in invasive caretaking.
So it was most likely the actual ant that would make it be.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was worried about, and he made a really good argument for it too.
Oh yeah, no, that would absolutely be what would happen.
Because in all normal cases, poison dart frogs in captivity don't develop their poisonous nature.
Right. That's neat. It's a cool adaptation. Do you think there are befotenine bullywogs?
Fentanyl? Fentanyl bullywog?
Bufo
Oh,
bullywugs.
befotenine. Yeah,
Bufo wugs, if you will.
the kind that you can lick and trip on.
No.
I
What's
think
Ellen
we
gonna
had
do?
talked about this at character creation or like somewhere along the way in this campaign.
That's funny. Yep. So Illig steps forward across the king's body, turns, and with a slice of his glaive, removes the king's head. He bends down, picks it up, holds it up for everyone to see. He makes a sort of like noise that you've never heard before, but I guess you could call it a like triumphant croak, kind of.
Would it be a croak or a warble?
A chirp,
Yeah, well,
perhaps.
that's exactly it. Like it's distorted, but also there's like, actually, why don't you all roll insight for me really quick?
Where's my button? I need a button. There's the button.
Chirp.
Just to give you context, I'm enraged and role playing that. So I rolled that at disadvantage.
Got it. Wow, hell of a disadvantage there, damn. All right. Well, Watts, it's pretty obvious to you that it's a spell that he's just cast. You and the rest of the party don't seem to have been its targets. You would have felt that, you think, immediately, directly. But the reason his voice sounded weird, you realize, is because the magic itself was distorting the sound. As he holds
I
aloft,
would be able to recognize the fact that he just made that a talking head.
not yet, actually.
Okay. But no, that'd be my knee-jerk reaction. Is like, oh, that's a spell. They have a bunch of talking heads. I'm pretty sure I know what just happened.
Totally. Oh, yeah. Well, if he has made that head talk, it has not yet spoken.
Oh, it might be a preservation spell to take it to the hag.
But he does hold it aloft to display, and he says, "My countrymen, the old king is dead. I stand in his place, and my men stand with me. Today we shall usher in a new glorious age for our people." And then he looks around and he realizes there's really nobody but would-be knights and the like around. That's
Sorry.
yeah.
I was going to ask if I could do something.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to do?
Watching Illig do this while still enraged, Yolo is going to pick up the body of King Gullop by the leg and attack the new king.
Why?
He's going to spit something about head stealing bastard, but he's still spitting and enraged.
So
If I'm not
He has no malice
mistaken,
against you. He just wants the head.
the body squished down to like an empty husk, didn't it?
What was that?
Didn't the body, like, after the blade of life stealing was finished, just kind of leave it as like a wet empty husk?
Oh, well, yes and no. I mean, the meat was still there.
There's still enough bone and connective tissue in a leg for me to hit him with it. It might even be more grotesque now, like maybe the leg fell off.
Are you sure you wouldn't just bite the leg?
So, Yolo is like I've said, 3 minds right now, and when he rages, the third mind comes out. And currently, what the third mind wants is the head.
Yeah, I think I can understand that. Like, I mean, that doesn't strike me as out of character. Unexpected, maybe, but not out of character. That said, it's not your turn,
No, that's why I asked.
right?
So-
and you didn't reserve an action.
No, that's why I asked.
Yeah, so I don't think you're actually capable of doing that right now. That's the problem.
No, that's why I asked, because it also felt like maybe the combat was going to drop for a second in the momentary pause after his speech, which is why I asked. I was
Gotcha. Well, you have not yet taken your turn in this 6-second slice, so I won't consider combat done until the end of this turn. So
no, fantastic. That's
you
absolutely
will
fair.
have an opportunity to act.
Okay.
For the meantime, though, again, he says, the old king has fallen. I stand in my place. Men stand in his place. Will usher in a new age. Realizes there's really nobody here but would-be combatants, prisoners, and his men. And so his speech sort of trails off, and he looks towards the knights of the old king, who, at least the ones who are not on their knees already, drop to their knees in surrender. You're not paying attention. You are surrendering. You are surrendering. Well, cheers. And he says, "Long live King Illig." Watts, it is your turn.
Okay. So everything is calming down. Well, that's a good thing.
You can clearly
Where's
see YOLO tensing up and spitting.
My associates are being crazy. That's normal.
Just you said things were calming down. If you look around to everybody, YOLO is not calming down.
You're always, sir, that's your normal.
Not of lately. Like you do know me, right? But this is a little different, right? Right?
I'm talking about that character. That character has literally gone into an arena and won. So no, this is normal for your character, bro.
I am cool.
I halfway expected you to start referring to yourself as I am Conan.
That was just pure competitiveness.
I suppose if I really have to, I could sleep him.
That was like Verde going to compete.
I'm going to no playing
talk about it. This is more unhinged.
Milk.
God. Okay.
I don't know. I guess you haven't
area.
seen me compete yet.
There don't seem to be any other obvious enemies around. It looks like this is resolved at this point.
Does it feel like it's resolved though?
Well, I mean, the air is definitely still tense. It's not like folks are just, back to their idle animations and shit. But like the folks who would be poking at you with weapons have put their weapons on the ground and fallen to their knees in surrender. So right now, it feels like it's probably okay.
Okay. Does anyone look like they're in critical health?
On your side, everybody looks pretty okay, not counting Alien, who is a giant octopus right now.
Yeah, Phalian's okay. He's a giant critter. That's like the best place for Phalian.
Yep. Of the rebel, I guess no longer rebel, Gullywugs. Gullywugs? Yeah, because they're like Gully Dwarves, I
Glorg's the
guess
only
now.
one that's
Awesome.
Glorg's
Glorg is dead. He's not coming back. Volp is basically on death's door.
Okay, so this Volp? No. What? Trying to scroll through this. Who's nearly dead? That's our friend. Air quotes.
Volp. Yep. The one that's to your left, 2 tiles.
In that case, I'm going to go like there. Line of sight here is weird.
Well, there's a pillar in the way, that's why.
I would have moved there. Then I wouldn't have tried to stand in the pillar. That's just nonsensical. And then,
You have like everybody targeted right now.
yeah. How do I clear that easily?
I hit the targets. Okay, yeah. On the combat tracker, if you hit the little bullseye, it'll list all your targets, and you can just hit the like clear targets button.
Bullseye? Question mark.
You don't see that? Was that some DM only shit?
I see my name. I see 15 initiate, 28 HP, temp, wound. I got a faction of friend. I got effects, and then it has a list of what all I'm targeting.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we get it.
Wow. Cool. I didn't know that was DM only. Let me do it for you then.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to target Mr. Vulp. And bippity boppity boop. Oh, that didn't work.
Oh yeah, you got to roll the like health die or whatever.
Bro. Feel the healing magic.
Boom. Nice. And miraculously, he is healed.
Okay. Well.
He
Everyone else.
nods approvingly, says thank you.
You're welcome. And what's that? That's going to be all for me.
And goodbye, Snowball. YOLO! All right, it is your turn, buddy.
Okay, driven by mad, insatiable, and probably a failed ego check. Unable to check himself in his enraged state.
Right.
He throws down his sword that was wielded, and you think he was intending to try to pick up the previous king or the remains of such and beat Illig with it, but in his hurried state, he more just tries to pick it up while tackling the king, spitting something like head-stealing, trophy-taking bastard.
Okay.
Make me cow.
So you're going to tackle Illig?
Yeah. He's trying to take the head. He's not exactly trying to like.
He's still in air
Illig,
quote berserker mode, trying
but he's trying to take the head.
Yeah, it's my fucking head, damn it. Got it. Okay. Well, in that case, will you make a melee attack?
That's just a strength, right?
If you just want to make a melee weapon attack, actually, do you have proficiency in athletics?
think I do.
Then yeah, you can make an athletics check for me. That's fine.
No, I actually don't.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then it would normally be like an unarmed strike, and then if the strike lands, you can grapple. But if you just do a weapon attack and then subtract your proficiency, you'll be fine. Which actually, said it, I think, is literally a d20 plus your strength. So a strength check will probably work just fine too.
That's what I was just checking.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of trip over the corpse, yelling something about the head and stealing heads. Yeah, and sort of fall at Illig's feet, managing really just to sort of like, tug on his waistcoat. Actually, it's not a waistcoat. He's wearing a cuirass, so it's probably his like tabard or something similar. Maybe he's got like a hauberk on. I don't know. But you manage to like basically just tug on something, and slip and fall to the ground. And he turns and looks at you and says, "I beg your pardon."
Well,
and everyone looks horrified.
What was the thing that I had rolled for my rage?
I don't remember. That was last time. I don't think it keeps chat.
It was the cursed weapon.
Oh, right. I remember now. Yep.
Yeah. Nope, I threw that to the ground. I spit at his feet. I'm like, "You stole my head, bastard!" The mud is
not your head.
The mud in the ground has probably cooled him off just a little bit, but he's still a little bit ragey. Not fully yet. He's coming down.
Got it.
He
Are you
goes
gonna
into
do
like
anything
madness.
else, or
My lord?
Did you say he stepped back? Is he in arm's reach?
He's probably in arm's reach.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna try.
Like realistically, you guys are probably more like that right now.
Yeah, if he wasn't smart enough to step back at least 5 feet, I'm gonna try to grab his ankle and trip him.
All right, you want to do a straight check for it? You have 2 attacks, right?
Oh, I do. I do have 2 attacks.
All right. What's your AC, Illig? God, go away. God, that spam is terrible. Oh, that's not going to be enough. That's too bad.
Can I mage hand it and make it push him away to where he can't do this?
No, it's fine. He, you make a grab for him, but he manages to pirouette out of the way, actually incredibly gracefully. And he looks at you like you've ironically grown a second head.
Ah! You have it. I go to pick up my long sword.
Why are you so fixated on having a second head? It's not like you can talk out of it.
No. It's the principle of the matter. He walks over after picking up his sword, wipes the mud off. Forget it. Keep the head.
No, legitimately, like, I know there's 3 of you in there. Are you trying to get a second head so you can talk to yourself?
No, it's the principle of the matter.
So you're just trying to get ahead in the game. Gotcha.
Yep.
Grumble-Krantz.
Collecting is important.
Walks over to Illig, grumbling the whole time about how it's a silly argument anyway. It's the hag's head. And he says to Illig, "Don't waste any time. We need to get that to her now." And that is his turn. Surrendered.
Hag's head. Hog hug.
Whoops, wrong direction. Run. Phelan, it's your turn.
All right. So everybody's chilled and cool off. Nobody's trying to attack anybody anymore.
That does seem to be the case.
Fine.
All right.
Yep, I was gonna say even the barbarians cooling down.
Then I suppose I'll slurp over to here and then end my wild shape.
All right. Ready. You can pick any of these 4 tiles for yourself, by the way.
And I will say a round of applause, everybody.
Take a bow.
Yes.
Nice.
I'll thump
Right
my
on.
feet. Thump, 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 thump.
Do I
Well
get
done,
any?
my friend. Well done.
Do any of the bullywugs seem to respond?
You do. The rebels at least cheer.
I'll kind of look at the other ones that don't seem to be reacting. And once again, this is coming from a squeaky voice, so it's going to sound like, I said a round of applause, or the octopus comes back.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome. But that gets them clapping. It's a little sultry. It's not in rhythm, but yeah, that absolutely gets them clapping.
Then I kind of start clapping along too. Yay, everybody! Yay, woo!
I so
All right.
feel like
That's
you remember
great.
the gingerbread guy from Shrek?
Right? That's funny, totally.
Oh, gingerbread?
But that is a perfect end to the combat. So, all right, we are officially out of combat.
Verda, you'll probably appreciate my second runner-up on that one was Love and Peace.
Yep.
Get your good berries here. Get your good berries. Best way to feel good after a fight? Get a good berry.
Is there any way we could, sneak off with Glorg's body, perhaps, to get some of those exotic frog legs?
Wow.
Gigging.
I wonder if we'd get a real kick out of it.
You don't think you have enough sauce?
I bet it tastes like chicken.
No,
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Okay.
marinate that for hours.
I mean, in all the chaos, he could have just fallen into the bog.
They'll know better. They always know better.
Yeah, is that frog on your breath?
What?
Legitimately, though, I'd have to get a cask barrel. I'd have to marinate that chili thing in a brine of some fashion for at least 24 hours.
Yeah.
Don't you have salt?
Yeah.
That's why I said brine.
All right. Fine.
Fabian.
Yeah.
Illig says to you, well, thank you for your help. I honestly didn't expect that to happen so quickly. Really nothing left to do but tell the hag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe escort you. He says perfectly.
I suppose.
Great.
After all, you You definitely have the head, but you weren't the only one laying down.
I admit I've never brought the last king to the hag myself. I don't know how she feels about others. But perhaps it's time for you to be introduced anyway.
That would probably be a good idea.
I've heard in stories that hags love surprises.
That's
Oh.
hilarious.
Illig says, in that case, let's go surprise the hag.
Let's hop to it.
And he gestures towards the palace. This way. Hopping along.
All right. You guys all ready to do this? I say to the crew in particular.
Whether we're ready or not, it's going to happen.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just saying, if you got scratched up or anything, now's the time to do something about it.
Yeah, I got good
No,
berries. Good berries for
exactly.
days.
Can you actually brew up a pot of tea or something? I need a breath. I think I got a headache.
Want to take a short rest?
Well, they said they want to take the head now. I don't think we have an hour.
Yeah,
do we?
I don't actually need to take a short rest. I'm just being dramatic.
Got it. All right.
I don't know why it's
IRL. I will be right back, though. I need to let my dog out, so give me just a second.
okay. I'm not sure what tool I need to be using to not be making a box here.
This update did weird things to this map. I'm not even going to lie.
If you guys like
But
conjure up a cup
I
of tea
do
or
have
something like
good
that,
berries, so I should be able to give everyone enough good berries to get you full health.
well, I'm all full up. I just need to chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, bro. But I'm doing what I can to help facilitate all the peoples. I'm embracing the healing trait.
Can I smoke a good berry?
That would take
I've never
a lot
tried.
of
You're welcome to.
preparation. I
It does
don't.
sound like it might take a little preparation, but maybe good berry actually in combination with something like I forgot what the chemical is called now, just because I'm not a chemist, but the thing that's in bay leaves, mint, those really like
Oh yeah.
nice bitter plants. Maybe if you took a good berry, put it in combination with that, like wrapped it up in that plant, and maybe got some lye and mix that up together, that you might get a nice little buzz. Just chewing on it.
Neat. I'll be back in a second.
I mean,
How did
I
I
could see
come
it.
back to?
I was suggesting that maybe we could beetle nut good berries.
I see.
And I was talking about, because I was like, we can heal up and all of that, Jez, because I have good berries, and
No, Iolo's looking for a buzz right now. He wants to calm down. He's a little.
you want some
shook.
weird oregano stuff. I understand.
He's a little shook. He just like he freaked out a little bit. That's different.
Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry.
Yep, never drained the life out of a frog before.
Well, it's not just that. This was different than any kind of competitive nature. Watson might not have been able to see the difference before he attacked Illig, but
Are we short resting?
No, we're just waiting for Nerd to get back, I think. The frogs need to get that head over from what you could tell. So they're not
Gotcha.
willing to wait.
Can I lay my hand?
We really want to hop to it.
Yeah, I made that joke already, buddy.
Yeah, you're allowed to touch
Cool.
yourself if that's
Yeah,
what you're asking.
I'm gonna touch myself for 9 points of damage. I think I have.
can you go in the corner over there?
Hold on. I've literally been talking about this. You don't have to.
I was dressing a chicken in the kitchen.
I said it
just
before
need
you
you to
said
go
anything
into
about
the-
going AFK.
I
Like
didn't say anything
cosplay?
about going AFK. Joke's on you.
You're gonna touch yourself. You have to stand behind that pillar over there.
It's fine, dude. If
Like
you have a healing
Formal
cookie, I will
wear
eat your cookie.
or like lingerie?
Wait, what?
Dude, you're the one dressing chickens, not me.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure it's going to be
formal
lingerie
wear.
because he's going to choke that chicken later.
That one was choked a long time ago. It's actually it's rather exotic. I'm dressing it in a Puerto Rican style.
Oh, it's cosplay. I think that might be inappropriate. I'm not sure.
They like the salsa, I think, something like.
I'm just
Anyway,
saying, it's a culture, not a
So that's
costume. You know?
Basically, a naked chicken.
as I closed my oven, I heard something that sounds like "Barker!"
I'm sorry, universe. I apologize.
Fuck.
Why?
But it was funny.
Don't believe
I
a word
mean-
he says.
I roasted an entire chicken, and I roasted it in citrus
wait a minute. You forced it to dress up and then you made fun of it? That's
Oh,
fucked
Lord.
up, dude.
No, dude, that's how it makes it taste.
No, that's
better when
life.
you eat it. I heard they taste better when they're terrified and sad. Someone told me that.
I was dressing a chicken so I could roast it. It's like
Yeah,
tighten my tie, you know?
it's right, exactly. So I could roast it. Who dressed you like this? You look like an idiot. Your mother did that? No, I did. Ah.
But yeah, Jory, you should eat one of Watson's good berries.
That's what I was getting. That's why I said.
And maybe
I'm in the good
we
berry
actually
now.
were also wondering perhaps we could smoke it and or beetle nut it.
I know.
Do
I heard
Do
that.
you have a
I didn't go AFK. I have these fucking wireless head like
do,
bones.
do you have a soporific
Brother, if you're not undead, which you are, so you're fucked. I have soporific touch. But if
I'm
you
almost-
look at what you just
mostly-
said earlier, you can't.
He's not undead.
I'm mostly dead.
He's mostly dead, and as a result,
No.
magic can put him
He
to
is
sleep.
actually explicitly deathless. He's not undead.
Right, but he has a save versus being.
Am I more like
a resistant
wait? Am I more
poison,
like the Highlander?
and I can't sleep him.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing as like, to be clear, you couldn't turn him, I guess is what I was trying to get at.
Sure. No, I understand that. I understand that. I'm just saying he posted this thing earlier.
yeah.
It basically says
And-
he's immune to anything that would get him high.
And what you're actually more like is a Promethean from World of Darkness.
Oh, great.
Just my simple interpretation of the thing you posted earlier, though, is that you're real hard to get loaded, even by magic.
Very hard to get loaded, but he's actually resistant to necromancy, not to life magic.
Fair enough, but totally resistant to sleep, right? I can't knock him out.
No, but he's not the only one, actually. Elves can be that way too. Like Montlarin can't be put to sleep either.
Can he selectively be affected by poisons, perhaps?
No, but he can't be charmed and he can't be slept.
Well,
And
yeah.
he's
Does a
innately
paladin's
resistant.
touch? Yeah. Does a
He's
paladin's touch negate poison?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Actually, if you spend at least 5 points, it will negate a poison.
Okay, so you'd have to do it on purpose, but that means you could drink
Yeah.
a big glass of wine, just kind of nullify it as it goes down.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, the type of paladin that my paladin in the other campaign is, Montlarin, at I think it's 15th level, he basically effectively becomes impossible to poison and immortal. Like, he will never age from that point on.
That doesn't suck.
Yeah. Don't tell Sir, but the reason that I want to get appointed governor of that region is so that I could rule it forever.
I was gonna say because you become deathless.
Yes.
Fucking love it. Shit, I think even Jory is immune to poison at this point. I think.
Yeah, paladins in general get resistance to all kinds of shit by the time they start to level up. I don't remember when they start to get it, but they do gain a bunch of resistances. In Montlaurent's case, it's magic. So, like,
Oh.
if you deal damage with a spell, he
Apologize.
takes half damage.
I'm not immune to poison. I'm immune to disease.
Nice. Oh yeah. Montlaurent too. Because it's a
Okay,
paladin thing.
so combat tracker closes. We now go with the Bullywargs to their.
Yeah, Illig is over there to the east at the door to the palace. That's basically where you would be if you walked with him. I just haven't moved anybody else.
If I'm going to eat the good berry, how much do I heal?
Let me pull out Goodberry.
Yeah, is there a button I press? How do I do it?
Goodberry.
Oh, the fucking pillar was in the way. Good.
Oh, for the sweet little Murgatroyd window every time.
Yeah, I know it's terrible. I think it's that plugin though. I don't actually think it's Fantasy Grounds. I think you're right. I think that plugin is not yet compatible with the last update.
Okay, so you get 1 HP per berry. And I got lots of berries. So
I need 9, it looks like. You got 9 berries?
bend over.
I was going to say, I'm going to shit myself anyway if I spend all day eating fucking berries. No fiber.
Oh,
It
come
doesn't say
on.
what kind of berries they are. And there are berries with fiber.
Which is it you?
Nine good berries isn't even enough for the minimum FDA recommendations. You're fine.
I don't know. He's kind of scrawny. He's a lean rabbit. We'd have to stuff him extra tight to get anything out of him.
At least he doesn't have to do the thing where he poops and then comes back to that poop later to eat it again.
That's because they have such a fast metabolism that they leave behind a lot of actual nutrient in their shit. That's why they do that.
Mm-hmm. I know. It doesn't mean they don't do it.
I think it's very conservative of them, waste not, want not.
Well, I wonder how much, gets all
Also, I think it's funny to say conservatives eat shit, but hey!
fermented and digested by being in poop form and exposed to the elements before they come back to. It has a very
tangy flavor.
Yeah, that gets a little fermentation from it. Yeah.
It's rabbit kimchi, which is funny because I've heard people say, "Uh-oh, I'm in deep kimchi" before.
That's funny.
So my actions window's slightly borked. It doesn't actually show all of my weapons.
That's weird.
It just shows my crossbow and a mace. I think I have more than that. Anyways.
In your inventory? Yeah, you have a lot more than that.
No, I mean actually equipped and wielded.
Oh, well, why don't you check your stuff?
I remember there just being more of my actions thingy from back in the day, but
well, click your inventory and look through the stuff that you're carrying and equipped with.
Don't you remember the floating tabs thing too?
Yeah, I clicked the floating tabs thingy, and it's...
Yeah, I was going to say you wouldn't see anything if you hadn't, so I'd take that for granted.
Yeah, I'll fiddle with it later. Okay, so... Everyone's moving towards Illig because we have to do the March of Death to see the hag.
It's clear I'm not getting that cup of tea.
Pretty much. Sorry, sir.
I moved you? Did you get stuck?
I also think that fucking YOLO is pantomiming packing a pipe because he doesn't actually have anything to smoke.
So he's just faking it.
Okay, so if can we fix Jory's HP? I'm gonna throw enough good berries down his gullet that he's in good health.
Remove your wounds, Johnny. If you open your character sheet, that would be the WND at the bottom.
I
Just set it to 0.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, YOLO, I'm still
Okay.
a little too low on catnip nuggets to be able to fill your pipe there.
Man, have you actually smoked catnip? It's so harsh.
I was going to say, it's actually not that great.
I don't know, not catnip, catmint. Well, it's still a nugget form, fresh on the branch.
Gotcha.
I haven't tried, but yeah, I haven't tried.
I'll admit, I've 100% smoked catnip before.
I have to.
Not great.
No, it's not. Doesn't really do much either.
Made your cat happy. I bet you got all the face
true.
rubs afterwards.
No, the best one was seeing the catmint tea that the people made, and it's a glass tea kettle, and the cat is going to the spout and trying to suck on it basically, and so they're trying to bring the catmint water towards them. It's not hitting a bong, but it's very evocative of like hitting
That's
the bong.
hilarious.
Cornelic, are we heading into the water?
Illic gestures to the dock on the other side, and he says, well, I mean, just over there.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was following you properly. I just did not want to be inappropriate, sir.
I don't think I have a token for a boat.
A
What a
boat and
lovely
token.
pool of water. Is he taking good care of the head, at least?
Yes.
He's carrying the head.
I'm pretty sure that spell we heard him cast was a preservation spell.
But how is he carrying the head? Is he smothering it? Is he presenting the face?
Yeah, I know. He's kind of gripping it by the scalp, carrying it like one might like a lantern, you know?
YOLO sighs. He also doesn't really understand why he's so fixated on this.
All right. I did. Let me see if I actually have a token, but I don't really want to.
We understand what a boat is. You don't have to do that part.
We can use the mind's eye.
I think he's going more for an easy means by which to drag us all at once. He throws us in the container and scoots us.
Create a large
Sadly-
square box.
Right,
The
right.
square box making
Really
tool.
do that. But I guess I can do.
Can you imagine a large square box?
Oh, that gets us here.
Beautiful.
Is not so bad. All right. Illic walks up. Hold on, let me open the next map. Oh, really? Let me open the fucking map.
How easy would it be just to push him off from this walkway and take the head?
We're right next to the Hagsus. I'd rather not deal with an angry hag right off the bat.
I mean, to be
good
fair,
point.
though,
You need
Not
to calm
really
the
that
monkey
hard.
mind. Just calm
can
the monkey
swim.
mind.
really well, though. So, like, you might just irritate him.
I'm not going to do it. I'm just thinking about it.
All right. Now then, where to put you on the map?
Your ADHD hyperfixation's showing, sir.
What?
Scandalous.
Well, I mean, I did ask for some tea. Can't you, like, summon tea? Isn't that a spell?
You know what? Hold on just a moment here.
All I want is a cup of tea, or maybe some coffee. Maybe a good mix. I like mixing the two. I'm crazy like that. I call it the Imperialist
Food and
brew.
water creatively interpreted could do that.
Well, no. See, I call the mixture of coffee and tea, though it might have a proper name, I call it the Imperialists brew because England, the original imperialists of the modern era, conquered the world for both coffee and tea and spices.
The Dutch.
Who was following directly behind Illig?
I am.
I would be.
Oh, I mean, Watts could push
Yeah.
himself in front of me, noticing my fixation, but I'm trying to
Three
keep
behind.
close by.
I'm behind Verde.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep myself between Verde and our gracious host.
Got it.
I'll thank you for that. I'm not in like my right sorts. Ooh, a new map?
Finally. Yeah, do that.
New
First one in
map?
how
man.
long?
New map?
Okay, so you ascend the rickety wooden ramp that turns into a staircase up into, I guess we can call it the first floor of Bavlorna's cottage. Illig opens the door to reveal a recessed pool lined with moldy clay tiles takes up most of this large square room. Stagnant water fills the depression to a depth of about a foot. Rising from the pool's center is the head of a stone well that gives off an unpleasant, pungent odor. In one corner of the pool stands a tall, dirty, freestanding mirror in an oval frame. Floating on the water is a large lily pad. Creaking wooden floorboards are arranged in a 10-foot wide raised walkway around the pool. The walkway is crowded with shelves, tables, and stools in all shapes and styles. Almost every available surface is littered with stacks of dirty plates, scraps of food, and old junk. Dressing dummies are pushed together in one corner, and a wooden staircase spirals up from another corner. 5 closed doors lead from the room. And here, let's have you guys actually step in. And making me
Anybody
thread
notice the
needle
lack of color here?
It is pretty drab. I agree.
Is it possible that it's because you have dark vision?
Oh, I have very good dark vision.
Yeah, because there are no lights in the room. You'll notice I didn't describe any.
No, you didn't. I have exceptional dark vision, though.
Yeah, so the reason it's
I
black and
believe I
white
also-
is because dark vision does not convey color information.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
You're like, is it black and white in here for you guys too? I'm like, you guys can see also?
Yeah.
Yeah, what can you without the dark vision see in here? Is it just dark for you?
I don't know.
I think everybody
I have
knows.
dark vision. I'm wondering what the fuck those dolls over there in the corner are.
They're not dolls.
I'm interested
They're,
in-
well, I mean, I guess they're dolls, but I describe them as dressing mannequins.
Sure enough, sure enough.
Dressing mannequins are just fancy dolls.
And that's why I was like, well, okay, fine.
I'm interested in the well and the staircase across from it.
Does my divine sense register strong evil?
Oh yeah. Actually,
Hey, like,
It's
everywhere,
kind of a
right?
given, sir,
I-
considering where we're
I
standing.
don't have dark vision, so I probably would turn on my permanent light.
All right. Can I give you that light? How do I do that? I can. That's right. I remember.
Interesting.
I would like to
I
use-
can't see on my character where it says I have dark vision. Under
Yeah, I don't know
it's
that
just
you-
blank.
I don't know that you do. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
on my screen, you should be dark.
Yeah, under my senses it's blank, but I don't know if rabbit folk.
I
do
don't
or
believe Paragons have dark vision.
He's
if your
rabbit
senses are
folk.
blank.
not. Rabbit folk.
Where the fuck?
I'm not a herringon.
Rabbit folk don't have dark vision either.
For sure. I'm just, draw a line, man.
Target mode selection. Enemy. Yes. Oh, I got it. All right. What are the stats on your light there, Failing?
That's what I'm trying to find. It's the spell. Let me bring it up. Spells. Where is spells? There it is.
Oh, they're probably under actions. Yeah.
Um. Doing lightning, not light, dancing lights.
What kind of smells going on in this place, by the way?
Mostly, it smells dank, moldy. The water is definitely stagnant. It smells like Pirates of the Caribbean with less
What?
chlorine.
I was going to say which one, 1 through 6, or the books?
No, I meant the ride.
What's the
Oh.
just a
Yeah,
normal
Smells
ass
like
torch?
pirates in here.
Oh, exactly. What was that, Dara?
What does a normal ass torch give? Just a basic torch.
Torch like 20.
8?
Yeah.
No, it's less. It's like 8 or 12.
A torch? No way. You're thinking of a candle.
Okay, I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've dungeon mastered at this point.
Torch
2020.
is
Yeah,
2020.
Yeah. It's 2020, just like
It's 2020. Okay.
It's
And-
2024.
It's 2020, and Jory also has one of these things. I made one for him too.
I really got to find a replacement for your eyes.
Okay.
There was a cool eyeball that I wanted to swap out for, but they didn't want my eyes.
You know, Watson,
I only
there's this story I know about a monkey who, got hotboxed inside of a cauldron and then was able to like see in the dark and see shoals and shit like that. You think that's somewhere in your future with your hot pot recipes?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I wouldn't put it past.
Boom. Look at you.
Jesus fucking Christ, you gotta warn somebody before you light a torch.
I know, right? Boom. Oh, wow. Stark color.
Oh no, it's just this thing that I wear.
Not in Kansas anymore. It's in Technicolor now.
All right. Have you ever
Yeah,
seen
Technicolor is still black and white.
Yep.
See, I was just about to say, did you ever see the process video about how they actually pulled that shit off? It's so elaborate. It's so much more than you'd think growing up in our time.
Hard compared to what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much more than you think is going on.
The thing that I thought about with it is that the multicolored scanning electron microscope. It's like, well, yeah, I just made three lenses that had these filters, and voila.
Right.
Yeah, you were the one who told me that story. You're the one who told me that story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I dated the daughter of the inventor of that device, and the day I found that out was when we went to go have dinner at his house, and he looked over the counter at me and said, "Hey man, you want to see my scanning electron microscope?" And I went, "The fuck you say?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's in my basement. My daughter didn't tell you?"
Like a normal person.
Yeah, dude lived up in Echo Park, outside LA. Also, I'll just say it on your stream. That was one of the ones I fucked up.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was one
yeah.
of the bad choices.
Yeah.
I understand how that goes.
If that girl ever comes across this broadcast, sorry, I really am. I didn't know. Sorry.
What was that roll
I
for?
forgot I have HDR on. But yeah, that was Illig making that roll right there.
That doesn't
so-
look like a good thing.
Yeah. So you expose your lights. Illig looks uneasy for a moment. You're not exactly sure why, but he looks up at the ceiling, and that's the last time you see him because suddenly there's a shimmer in the air, and he is gone, head and all.
Oh, no.
I had activated my magical awareness. Seems like a good time to do this.
Yeah.
There, that's better.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So there are a few things that you become aware of as you clear your mind. One, the mirror is magic. However, it is not. What's Oh God, stop that brain. It is not conjuration magic or abjuration magic. It is illusion magic and something else.
And something else.
Yeah.
And Illig's disappearance.
Clearly a case of abjuration. You think he was banished.
Oh.
He got sent to his home plane.
So,
Man,
That's
interesting.
so the hag wants to speak with us, YOLO thinks aloud.
I hope it's peaceful.
So,
Illig was banished from this place. And unless that mirror has cast us within an illusionary realm, I believe we are the guests they intend to talk to.
Possible.
Yola will gesture to the mirror when he says that it's magical, and then also point at the staircase at the far end of the room, upper left. And he'll indicate that maybe that's where we should go. There's also a what seems
There
to
actually
be
is a ping mode on the map, by the way.
yeah, how do you do that? One of the buttons.
For me, yeah, it's the little target-looking button across the top of my map. That's the ping mode.
I don't see any impact when I do it, but I do have a target mode.
There you go.
Somebody pinged right there. Yep.
How'd you do?
Yola will also indicate that over there seems to be some kind of door in the ground.
Yeah, this is clearly user error.
Yeah, it's on the map. Yeah.
I see it. I was even in target mode, but I don't know how to make it.
Not target mode, ping mode.
Oh.
Go about four icons to the left.
There we go. Also, I like that my ping is dark.
It's based off of your dye color.
Dye color? Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
Just like what's
is
funny.
it? No, my dyes are my dyes. Jesus balls. My dice are purple. Not black.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. On my screen, they look black.
Oh no, your die is
First one, I
turquoise.
just
You have a little black bubble, so it's like your profile color or something.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know where I said it, but I'm in.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know where that gets set either. Because mine's the same color as my dice, coincidentally, I guess.
Maybe it's up in my user or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not even going to pretend like I do.
I kind of DGA.
Gonna peer over the surface of the water over at that ominous looking well.
Okay.
we-
Yeah, so the well actually looks very similar to the one well that you looked at before that was spewing disgusting goop.
This is just dirty water coming out still from this one.
This
What
one
can you
looks
tell me
calm.
about these?
So hold on, one thing at a time. Neuro, I heard you speak first. So what was your question?
This fountain here is spewing out dirty water as well, or like maybe not as dirty, but still has some filth to it.
Yeah. It's not like it's not going to flood the room or anything, but it is absolutely like, like a chocolate fountain level of seepage coming out the top.
Yeah. It's not that viscous, is it?
No, it's swamp water.
Okay.
Looks towards the mirror.
Yeah, so the mirror is a mirror.
Am I in its
It's-
view?
It's grungy, yeah. I mean, you can see it from here.
I can't see myself from here.
Yeah, actually, from where you are, you could probably see yourself. Super obliquely, though. You know what I mean? Like most of your reflections not coming back.
Yeah. It follows me and everything. I got a sense of illusion magic from it.
Maybe broken then. The mannequins that are over here.
They're all wearing clothes of various make, kind of all over the place. A few of them are like child-sized. The one in front, the largest one, is wearing what's the best way to put it? A frock, basically. I mean, it's certainly seen better days. And then it has a large black pointy hat, almost comically witch-like, on its head.
Question: does it have a lady's appearance?
Yeah. I mean, judging from the cut, it looks like it's probably meant to mimic a female appearance.
You don't think we just found the witch that we're looking for that's actually supposed to be ruling?
Oh, she's a fae, not a witch.
Sorry, Faye.
What?
Think about it. Dress up dolls. Shapeshift.
Oh, you think she's polymorphed into a mannequin?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Clever.
Possible.
I mean, clever. Yeah.
like, this is me shooting from the hip. I might be just.
Hags usually don't work like. I mean, so hags are usually, and I'm just tapping into what Ombois knows because I get to do that in this game. Hags, hags are about
Interesting.
hags are about longevity, about power, about sacrificing all the physical shit for real long-term power, but
Right.
also about beauty. Like you can almost always trust that a hag will be weak to some charismatic, like, no, you're the prettiest, like, and they will even expend magic to make themselves beautiful whenever they go amongst the people.
Right.
Like,
But the specific rules of Heather, Tether, and Yawn, the hag could possibly have made it to where they had to play dress up with her like that.
oh shit, okay, I'll trust you on this. I'm just,
Like,
Yeah.
While you're I'm contemplating the pond, yeah, why not? While you're contemplating the pond,
Pond, the mirror, the lily pad too is all very interesting.
yeah,
He's
the
a
weird
little
thing
put at ease by how his attention is drawn into it.
yeah, the lily pad's a little weird in that it doesn't seem to have a stalk, or if it does, it's very long because it seems to float kind of wherever the fuck it wants to go. I mean, which isn't like super weird or anything, just you would expect it to be secured given, the water's not particularly deep, but whatever. The well, this whole time has been making a kind of like burbling noise, like a kind of noise, with an almost like fart like raspberry noise. That stops and the well settles at exactly the surface, perfectly calm.
okay. I know better than
Right.
to mess with hag magic I don't truly understand. So, where's the selector tool again? It's
As it turns out, you unselect ping mode, so there's nothing selected to get back to selection mode.
That's not intuitive whatsoever, game.
Right? Yeah. Mostly broken china, stuff like that. Basically, neglected loot or hoarding would be your guess.
While we've been sitting here, I will probably have done detect magic, and for the up to 10 minutes that it lasts, I'm going to kind of look around the entire room in a little bit more detail, look for traps, look for what's magical, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So the only thing that's obviously magic is the mirror. Interestingly enough, your detect magic spell, it tells you that mirror is covered in conjuration magic.
No, that's illusion. Illusion and something else. I don't know what the other smell is.
Conjuration, probably.
It was very specifically
Actually,
not.
he was going to say he was told explicitly it wasn't. In fact, yeah.
Conjuration leaves a different smell on the palate.
I can't smell anything beyond fucking evil up in this joint.
Wacky and twisted.
An arcana as to devise how this might work.
You're going to need to be specific about what you're trying to discern. Potentially.
That was my bad.
So it appears, with the information that I've been given, it appears that only the mirror is the actual magical trigger here in this setup. And so I would like to devise perhaps means of magical operation. How does this function work?
Oh. Like how would you be willing to get in on that brainstorm session there?
Yeah. By the way, did anything in any of the containers when I got real close seem to have any magical components?
No.
Okay.
I'll be using that as
and
well.
So as you turn the corner and come to really, really close to the lily pad, You actually do notice that it is vaguely magical.
Something magic about that lily pad. What kind of magic is it?
Conjuration.
That also appears to be conjuration.
That's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having a magical lily pad. I mean, it would kind of fit my character.
I don't know what it does. It might be a trap.
This is the hags.
Eh, I mean, it's floating there. I mean, it could just be a really cool looking boat. I mean, we've been dealing with frogs all day, bro. Can you imagine hopping onto that and floating down the river?
No, I usually imagine people not being light enough to get on one of those and just ripping it right in half.
We're literally in the Feylands. I bet I could jump on that right now and it wouldn't sink. Mind you, it's sitting in the middle of a hag's house. It's most likely her floating lily pad.
Or someone else's that was their best, and so she took it.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah. So
Hag wouldn't take it.
I suppose
Hag would bargain for it.
no,
Anyway.
she just takes it. She gets everyone's
that's
best.
not how hags work. Hags are lawful evil.
No. Okay. This one, however she works, she takes everybody's best.
Always by a trick. That's how hags work. Hags are lawful evil. They're like the fucking.
Dude, we literally have a gourd that she's used to suck out everyone's good.
Can I make that roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just okay. That's a 13.
Give me one more Arcana because you should have rolled that with advantage. My bad.
No, it's all good. I didn't want to assume. Oh, fuck you. That was totally inside of the thing. Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, now you get mad because I said fuck you. Okay, sure.
Nice.
Be that way, man. All right. 13. So that's enough to get some information. You're not going to crack the case here, though. You're not going to Columbo this shit. But there is something that you can tell right off the bat. Between Alien's ability to detect the magic in the lily pad, your inability to see it from where you were, and the strength at which you see the mirror and detect its magic, it's very clear to you that those are completely unrelated things.
I wonder, what if we tried to pull the lily pad upwards? Is it going to raise the water level with it?
It oughtn't. It ought to just have a big long stalk down to the bottom where the tube is. Tuber.
It
Root.
doesn't, though.
Shit. So pull it out. Flip it over.
Yeah, it explicitly doesn't. It seems to move around as if it's completely unconnected, in fact.
Flip it over. See what's
Is
up.
it illusion?
Yeah. Is it?
No,
Conjuration.
the lily pad's conjuration. The mirror.
Oh, yeah.
The mirror.
The mirror is illusion and something else you said?
Correct.
Abjuration?
No.
No, I said
Well-
not abjuration, not conjuration, but illusion
Okay.
and something else.
But the bullywug that led us here was abjured. You did say that.
Correct.
Okay. Just make sure.
What's like augury? Divination?
Yeah, that's
Correct.
divination.
Yeah. Augury is divination.
It doesn't seem to be that either, right?
No, you would have recognized that.
So if the
Lily pad could be a summoning
if the
spot.
lily pad is pulled up or pushed down,
Oh,
does it
clever.
do anything to the water level?
I think that's interesting. The
Are you
lily
going
pad
to
could be a
push
summoning
or
spot.
pull the lily pad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if Watts is in the water, I'd ask him to do it.
Okay, yeah, I would have wiggled that all before I walked over to the middle.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Raising the lily pad, like lifting one of its edges, doesn't seem to affect the water level at all. But at the underside of the lily pad, instead of having one singular stalk, has almost like a carpet of grass layer of like tendrils. And as you lift it up, you realize the tendrils seem to be animate in that as they come free of the water, they begin to move kind of like cilia.
Oh,
shit.
I was right. This thing's a boat. Aha!
Oh.
Yeah, it has a little cilia. It's gonna float, bro. Like I said, it's the witch's boat. This is cool.
I understand that's very Zinchian, or I guess it's more like Nurgle.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it's just how what are they? Not the changelings, but the lesser demons of Tzeentch. Their discuses that they ride are technically sentient creatures, other demons.
Oh.
Yeah. The manta race.
That's what I played in Warhammer Online. I played that character. And I had that's how I went. And all my magic spells, and like when I was in there fucking shit up, I was basically a magical engineer, if you want to use a Team Fortress sort of like analogy, because all my shit that I did was cast demons and I hung out and did shit.
Siege worshipping. That's
100%.
a dangerous game, but I mean,
I totally was a siege warrior, yeah.
If I threw myself with the ruinous powers like a youth,
What do you see down the hole?
Would be Tzeentch.
Warhammer Fantasy was fun shit. That game was rad.
Swamp water. The top of the water in the well is literally at exactly the surface of the well. The water is relatively clear at the surface. Like it's still swamp water, but it's not like scummy. But it gets murkier and murkier. So you can probably only see about 10 feet down the well. Which, you know what, to be fair, is actually a revelation because there shouldn't be 10 feet of space beneath you based on what you saw of the cottage on your way up.
Right.
So that's a thing. But yeah, you can't really see through the water any deeper than about 10 feet. So it's hard to say where the well ends or anything like that at all.
Wait.
Previously, it was gushing water out. It's not exactly clear. It's swamp water. It's just clear enough to see through.
I take
it's the same water
and thump it.
It's water. It splashes.
Okay.
What? Do you think I can get a coin in from here?
Which of one of your three is the best carny?
I'm going to whistle the beginning tune of Toss a Coin for your Witcher, and then say, Touch a Coin for your Hagger.
Nice.
Does a 21 get it in there?
Mm-hmm.
Flop.
Are you going to watch it, Watts?
Yeah, I'm going to poke the water while I'm... Debba, where are you going? Just to see how it goes.
Silver for its beauty, for the beauty of the hag. I'll say in a poetic tone.
Yeah, so you see the coin.
I'll laugh out loud.
Sort of,
I'm standing right behind you. I will laugh.
Flipping spiral on its way down. It gets to just about the point where you stop being able to really see through the water. You can sort of barely make it out. And it seems to come to a stop on its edge rather than flat. It's hard to tell, but it looks like it's just sitting there on its edge.
Anybody got an 11-foot pole?
I got 50 foot of rope.
I need a pole.
Oh wait, don't you have that that rod, the Emperor's rod?
Me.
Yeah, Jory has the
Yeah,
Rod of Lordly Might.
that can Shao Wung Kong or whatever the fucking Monkey King's actual name is, and become almost within reasonable feet long.
Can it? I have a
Yeah.
rod of lordly might.
Yeah, it turns into a 50-foot
Yeah,
pole, I
I
thought.
clicked it and the entire fucking thing blew up, but
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
you can
rod of
close the
Lordly,
error window. Yeah.
I did.
I think the rod of Lordly Might is a nerfed.
How long is the stick? Is it about 11 yards, 10 feet, 11 feet, thereabouts, something?
Here, battle axe. I'm looking through it.
Longest stick I got is a javelin, and I'm not willing to get rid of it. Maybe my oar is longer than the javelin. Doesn't have reach though.
Oh, I forgot it does terrify. Sick. It does not extend.
Yeah, it does.
What?
Can you click
Where
it
is
into
that?
chat, please?
Yes, yeah, I will.
It's a little chat window box.
Yeah, I'm looking for the button that does that.
Upper right of the description of the item. Yeah, you got it.
Did I do
There
it?
you go.
Wow, long block is long.
It's super powerful. It's actually a very powerful fucking piece of equipment.
Yep. If you press button 4, the rod transforms into a climbing pole up to 50 feet long.
Sick. Oh, no, I found it. You're right. Somehow I missed that. Sorry. All right.
Sorry.
Is that what we're gonna do?
Actually, I have a cantrip called Mage Hand. Can I set my hand down there and to poke? Because I don't want to possibly him use that and lose it. That's really cool.
I won't lose it if we don't let go of the rod.
I don't know why the coin stopped moving.
Yeah, like no. Worst
Please
case
follow
is
my
I
logic.
burn- No, go for it. Go for it. You do your test first because it's cheaper, right?
Exactly.
Worst case is I burn a charge.
I Mage Hand down and I push down around the coin.
It doesn't seem like anything happens as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Can you move the coin around?
That's for our hosts. Don't take it.
Don't take it. Just see if it can be moved. Like, if you push it flat, does it go upright again?
Yeah, I'll play with the coin. Also, can I finger flick with the hand?
Yeah, probably. In this particular case, though, as you try to push the coin, it seems like it resists your mage hand. To the point, in fact, where your mage hand is actually unable to manipulate the coin.
Wow.
Okay. Stupid question. Firebolt. If I launched Firebolt in the water, will it be immediately extinguished? Or since it's magic fire, will it travel a distance?
I don't remember. Hold on. Fire-based spells underwater. They have resistance to fire damage if you're casting at a target. Yeah, I guess it doesn't actually say it, but I guess that implies then that they can be cast underwater.
Okay. Firebolt. Straight down. At my where my mage hand is.
Basically at the coin. All right. Cast the firebolt spell, please.
Ignis.
Okay. Would you roll damage for me, please? All right. 1 second.
Well, that answers that question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just taking the opportunity to do some housekeeping while I'm at it.
Oh. That's just like round 4. What? I'm 3 rounds behind?
This will be round 1. That open. You have a fun thing happen. A fun thing. You go. Whoa, cool! I didn't know I could do that. That's neat. That's. And you go. Okay, let's have everybody roll initiative.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
Wow. I'm a high roller.
Am I doing it right?
Indeed. That's perfect.
Did you see what I rolled?
Yes.
Like a lot of the other people in the room.
Let's say this was a compound joke.
Alrighty. I can close that then. Okay.
Oh, look, it's a cylinder, guys. Ah!
Yep. You cast your
Not the
fireball.
sexy kind either.
And almost immediately, 10 feet of water in a cylinder shape, roughly equivalent to the well's pipe, bursts out of it and rains down on all of you.
Oh, it's a fucking gelatinous cube.
Slurping out of that spray comes a gelatinous cylinder of.
I thought for sure it was going to be a water
Green.
weird.
Yeah, that would make sense too, right? But that's a fair cup. But they went tried and true with this one.
The real log.
And as we begin,
Right. Can you imagine? Warp. The worst kind of clog. The what protein made it gelatinous?
Also, under the gelatinous cylinder, water is continuing to spew out of the well. Sort of like fanning out, like a like that the like like at a water park where they have the like water umbrella thing going on for the kids.
Yeah. Grim.
Quick question: with it, coming out like it did, would that have pushed my character back at all?
Yeah, probably. Well, no, actually,
took
probably
advantage of the wave. Took advantage of the Slarpy wave.
Right, probably not though, because the well is probably about as tall as you are, so you were probably actually sheltered from the worst of it.
Okay. If the well's as tall as I am, how did I get to the top to throw my fireball?
It's about as tall as you are. Like you could get your arm over it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cute.
Fair enough. Carry on. I just was one of those, like, I don't want to be ignoring mechanics and that much water volume. Like 10 foot's 10 foot.
Yeah, no, but it actually doesn't specify any pushback. So
check.
I think it's because it's straight up. So if you had been in the well, it would have shot you into the ceiling, and then you would have taken damage.
Oh, okay.
All right, YOLO. I guess you were expecting trouble, so you're first. Ooh, that's a hit. Let's get some damage. Also, have you gone mute, or are you just not talking?
Yeah, I went mute just so I could do the thing before I describe what happens. I thought that was more efficient.
Got it.
Yeah, YOLO seeing what's happening and making his expletives steps into the water and whips the gelatinous cylinder at one of its edges, thinking that that's the most effective means of, taking it out, making it disintegrate.
Right.
He doesn't exactly remember how to deal with these things in lore either. So he's just going at it.
Basically, we have to beat it to the point that it loses its will and it dies. Otherwise, there's might be a core in the middle of it that we can possibly target to damage directly.
Could I roll like animal handling or survival to discern that?
Yeah, I mean, you could roll probably survival or insight, I would take as well, because you've probably thumbed through the monster manual, right?
Certainly have, but I'll take the higher of the two and be rewarded with halfway there.
Okay, so yeah, the only thing that you really remember about gelatinous stuff is that you can get slurped into it and somebody has to pull you out, or you start taking acid damage.
Yeah, right. Well, that's a good thing to remember. Wait. Open combat tracker and press this button.
Hey, nice. All right, Fairlane, you're up.
Yeah. All right. Can I see the coin? Is the coin still in it?
Yeah, it's actually kind of right towards the top.
How quickly does it seem like it would be able to eject a hot coin out from itself? Like, is that easy or difficult for a gelatinous object to do?
You recall that getting somebody out of a gelatinous cube requires a strength check. So it's probably not easy.
Great. And we're going to cast...
Well, that's also you trying to force it to remove something it wants to keep in.
Heat metal.
That's a good point, though.
So... 2d8 and then bonus action every turn for another 2d8.
All righty, 2d8. You say you want to roll that, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll roll it. I got
Cool.
8. I right click again. 5.
Skadoosh, 5. Don't add anything to that, just straight 2d8.
Yeah, 2d8. That's a level 2 spell slot for me.
That's a good one, though. And as far as you can tell, it doesn't seem to be able to do anything. The coin is, in fact, apparently heating the material inside and is sinking slowly into the cube. Cylinder, excuse me.
Yes. All right.
Pay no attention to the pog.
I think that will mostly do it. Maybe I'll move back to about here. That'll be it.
Party. Okay.
So-
we'll do that.
Yeah.
That.
Were these things slow or deceptively fast? I can't remember.
They are very slow. In fact, it slurps off the side of the well. Gets here and can move no further, or at least seems to stop.
Take the form of a sexy babe. Take the form of a sexy babe.
I mean, it is a guy, so.
I
only has a-
mean, Monster Girl is trope.
all right, so that means it's coming free. Sadly, not as a slime girl. But it does manage to miss, and instead slaps against the well, and does nothing.
I am a stout cook. I got lots of armor.
All right, Bunny Boy, it's your turn.
What? Okay, Bunny.
Sorry,
I don't
sorry.
know.
That's a buck boy, I think is what they call that, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
More that than the other, depending on who it is actually using that term. I mean, I don't know.
You don't sound too hoppy for that kind of humor, sir.
Wow.
That's rabbit man to you.
That's fucking racist. That's all I'm saying. And I thought
I'm pretty
AD&D
sure
was
boy is spelled with an I, right?
your boy. I mean, it is if your name is Ombois, right?
I'm just saying, if you're a buck buddy,
It's
you're a
fucking
bunny
parallel,
boy.
and all these are. Also, Buck Buddy starts to lean towards bear, and I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Not that
No.
not that I'm hating. Not that I'm hating.
I
Sounds like
mean,
you're hating.
that's not what you are. You're a herringbone.
Bears have their place and buck boys have their place. I just don't want anyone thinking I'm a buck boy and getting disappointed because it would bother me.
They're ordering out the wrong menu, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying, and I'm not a dick about it. I would feel bad. I don't want anyone, barking up the wrong tree, as it were.
Right.
That's just
Fair
awful,
call.
sir.
Oh, I know it's my turn. We were having jokes.
Ooh, yeah.
Have no fear. I will
Yeah.
milk these jokes till kingdom come, and then some.
I was just reminding. Don't feel attacked.
You want real reminders. Understand that my character fights with hand axes and mauls, and I'm not getting anywhere near a gelatinous fucking anything with
I'm
either of those weapons.
I'm Marshall. I am also a Marshall.
Dude, I'm not going to go hit that thing with a maul. That would be a bad idea.
I hit it with my whip.
I wouldn't even trust that.
Yeah, it's steaming. I'll check next turn.
Fuck, man. All of my good powers have to do with melee weapons. I'm kind of sad about that.
You're just gonna stand over there, be rah rah siskamba, go team, go.
Just
team,
put like
go.
some leathers on and you'll be good. Wrap your hands.
This is wicked shit, dude.
Yeah, wrap your hands and and you'll be fine.
All right, I'm pretty sure my movement allows me to get
Don't forget to put
Tackle.
glass in your wraps.
even regardless of the little railing here, whatever. I can rabbit hop over that crap. Ostensibly, in my movement, I could kick over that little railing. Fair? Especially if we consider that I'm moving myself into threat, and this is all going to be way more dramatic if I'm allowed to do this. Also stupid. I shouldn't have done this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right, I'm going to give this one to you guys because I feel like one of you at least has actually fought a gelatinous monster before and has probably just forgotten. Their acid takes at least one turn to work. So if you strike it with a weapon, it's not going to burn that weapon unless you leave it in the cube.
Yeah, exactly. It has to creep up the cube. Yeah, it's slow. It's slow. All right, we're jamming my mall, and here we go. Which do I grab? Do I grab the one with the die on it?
Huh? Wait, what? Oh, for the attack, you mean? Yeah. You grab the one with the die on it. Did I lose everybody?
Nope.
We're all here.
Okay. We lost Verde and Omwa, I guess, because like they disconnected for the game.
Was that Verde?
Something happened. We nuked San Diego or anything, right?
Am I back?
Yeah.
There we
back.
go. What happened?
You're back.
No, we like Fantasy Grounds dropped. Everything dropped.
Yeah.
Did you forget to pay your
No,
internet bill?
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yeah, I heard a weird electrical noise, and then that weird brownout happened.
Auth failed. Crazy. Hey, host, are you running an unauthorized copy?
What? No,
No.
just close and reopen again if it doesn't work the second time.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Here we're
That's
coming
some
on back.
weird shit.
Oh no, Auth failed.
Update.
I'll try again.
Maybe you reboot?
Here, I'll restart fucking Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, try that.
That's what I did. Yep, I'm acquiring Firelist. I just had to update
Again?
again.
Weird.
It's what had to be done.
Attempting resolved connection. Oh, here we go. Getting file list.
Excellent.
Says you live out in the
Weird.
country there, Snipe Hunter.
Me, I'm fine.
Says you.
You two city boys are disconnected. The rest of us are doing great.
Yeah, it's because we live on the sanctuary grid. We live on the place, you know. We're not in the wild ass west.
No, you're out there in the fucking California where y'all get rolling blackouts and shit.
We also
We
suffer
have never
from
had a rolling blackout
the
here.
greatest fucking monopoly on gas and water.
Indeed. The Republic of California makes more money than most of the United States. Just want to point that out.
What Republic of
It's the
California
third
bullshit.
largest
We could
economy
be our
in the
own
world,
nation.
right?
We just aren't.
What are you, Texas?
Exactly.
California is a nation. That's what the fucking word state means.
Yeah,
I agree with that. We're also better than Texas. I'm just going to say that out loud right now. Fuck Texas. They ain't got what we got.
No,
They do have their own power grid, though.
Actually, that's not true. They do not have their own power grid.
Right? Yeah. Good call.
Are they
Good call, by
finally
the way.
connected to the other three grids in the country?
Finally, they might actually be. And I mean, it's fair enough to
Okay,
say that
fair.
SDG
They do have their own independent things, but that doesn't make it a good thing.
SDGE is a monopoly, and yeah, they do fuck us. And also, PG&E is another weird kind of power thing. And they light entire towns on fire and then go, that wasn't us.
we were
So, I mean-
getting a cylinder.
It's real, but, you know. I'm still more pro-California than I am pro-Texas. Fuck Texas.
Sure. I mean, that goes without saying, right?
I feel like it,
Cheaper to live in Texas than it is California now.
but I was born here, so.
All right. You were
And I
in
have
the
more than
middle
one.
of doing something to this cube, sir.
Shit, here we come. I need the map again. What's the map called, sir?
Player cottage.
Okay.
Which is not fair because it's not player housing.
No, it's not. I mean, if the hag died and the cottage was intact, and I don't pull the same shit I did with the last hag I dealt with, could it potentially be then considered claimable by players and thus player housing?
Interesting.
Not
I
really the
doubt
same
the
thing.
bullywugs would complain at this point.
Yeah.
All right, did I do an attack?
Not yet.
Oh, are you waiting for me to do that?
It did seem as
Yes.
if you were fixing to before you got discoed, though.
I was going to whack it with my hammer.
Whack it with your hammer. You just want to see it go.
Against my better, let me be
Yeah.
real clear. Against my better judgment, I want to whack it with my hammer, but I also want to searing smite it.
Well, you
Which I
have to
think
hit
I
it
can
first.
do. Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Searing smite you cast first and then hit, right?
The
It's
next time
divine
that a
smite that
creature-
you do
Oh,
when you hit. Yeah. That's
Never
fine.
mind,
You
all
have
the-
time. You can do it right now.
Can I?
Yeah, it's a bonus
still
action.
have my
You
attack.
cast it and then attack. Yeah.
Oh, it's a bonus action. So yeah. Okay.
As I said,
sorry,
the one
but-
thing I know about 5e is how to play fucking paladins, man.
Oh yeah, I bet. But we're using like, is there a place where I can like click off a button and say I did this once?
A spell slot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is it? Oh wait, there's divine sense.
On the same screen that you have searing smite.
It's divine. Oh wait, searing smite. Nope. There's no button for that. There's only a button for cast, which I just
No.
pressed.
Look up the screen. What's the first thing you see between weapons and spells?
I hear him from the other room.
I ticked it.
Oh,
I found it. I ticked it.
Indeed. I was going to say, the same screen where you can cast spells are your spell slots.
Gross, but I figured it out. Okay, cool. So I ticked the
Bro,
thing. And
where the fuck else would you put it? Hold on, you UX denying motherfucker.
it should be right
No.
next to the spell.
No, because spell slots are universal, not spell specific.
Fair enough, but the other version we have, it's way clearer.
It's literally the same.
I think it's clear.
No,
How
I
is
mean,
it not
it's
clear that there's spell slots at the top of the deal above your spells.
I figured it
in
out.
terms of layout and not skin, to be
I'm
clear.
just saying there's so much shit.
It is identical to Roll20s.
I agree, but there's a lot of, as you said, skin in between. So I had to be like, what? Oh, spell slots. There it is. Because there's like 4 different collapsible.
All of that other stuff, though, is not having anything to do with where the spell slots would be in Roll20.
No, but no, I agree. I'm not even
They
gonna-
shouldn't distract you because they're literally not even in the place your eyes should be looking. So if you were expecting Roll20 to do it a particular way, it should have guided you to the right way anyway, because that is the way.
Well, I found it, didn't I?
It is the way. Only after I told you. Only after I showed you the way.
It says spell slots right
You
here.
know the way,
I found
brother.
words. But I know I don't know. This is messier. Yeah. Anyway,
it's the skin. Jokes aside, like the not the UX but the UI for all of you folks who
Correct.
actually understand the difference in the jargon.
Correct. That's exactly it. Like it's very. It's very.
Yeah,
God
the
damn,
UX
I'm
is
talking
fine.
like a
The UI
fucking-
sucks.
It's far more clear on the other version. How many times I can do this? Whereas this
Right.
time I
Because
had to be
over
like,
there,
what? And I
the
had to, like,
UX
scroll all
sucks,
the way
but
up.
the UI is pretty good.
Right? Basically correct. Yes, this is where we need to stop and move on with the game because you are correct. That's exactly it. So look, I've taken my first level spelling, ticked it. Fucking what spell was I casting again? God damn it.
That was Searing Smite. So now you have to make a
Searing
melee
Smite.
attack.
All right, so I got.
And also, you for some reason did a save, but that's fine.
That's just fuck it. Forget it.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
I'm not
that
too
this
worried
is the
about
right
that
button.
just yet. Yeah.
I'm using my maul. I think this is the right button. Let's do this.
Did you target it? No.
Probably fucking not. But look what I
Control
rolled. Can you take
Q.
the goddamn
Yeah,
19?
Yeah, you hit. Control click the Q. The not Q.
No, I found it. Is that correct? Did I get it?
No.
Did it get it that time?
Do that again. Because this might not be you. There it goes. That was weird. It showed that you did it and then it disappeared. Like, I don't know if you double clicked it or what, but it was weird.
I hit 3 times. Okay, cool. I got it.
Yeah, now roll your damage and it'll automatically apply it to the cube.
Sick. That's the wrong one. Hold up.
Your damage is the one that's like 2d6 or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sick.
Now on Searing
roll, mate.
click the blood drop.
Okay, on Searing Smite, click the blood drop. Here we go. That's not bad.
Oh, extra 4 off of like that's off of d6. That's great. Yeah.
2/3. I'll take it.
All right. Well done, sir.
Fighting a fucking gelatinous fucking cube / cylinder with a maul is a bad idea. I'm just gonna say that out loud so everyone knows.
It's a good idea.
Nah, dude, you don't hammer or bludgeon a fucking Jello cube to death. That's retarded.
Actually, I think that'd be more effective than cutting it.
Maybe. I mean, you might be right, but
It's like if you think about Jello, right? Like if I run a knife through Jello, it's still Jello.
It
but
just
if I
feels right
smash it with my fist,
oh, sure,
it stops really
it's a bit
being
fly all
Jello.
around.
You know, right. So,
but what if those
maybe that's actually better.
caustic and evil and rad, right? Like, what if you smash it and all those little bits become other little gelatinous bits? You know?
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean they're thankfully this game doesn't treat gelatinous cubes as magical creatures.
Okay.
So
I'm like, because then you want
that wouldn't be the
flamethrower, right?
Right, that wouldn't be how it worked. But yeah, that would be a fucking nightmare scenario otherwise.
That's all I'm saying. Is like hitting it with a hammer is not intuitive. If it works, great, but it's not intuitive.
Question: how would a symbiote work in the D&D system?
From which I
mean, I know a couple of ways that I would work that personally as a DM, but I don't think there are any rules as written that are specific.
Yeah, you'd have to. Well, there probably are, but you'd probably have to pour through like the monstrous compendium and find the thing that is.
Yeah, or maybe like go look up kids and see how their tadpoles work in 5e. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Is like you have to find the monster, because if you go between second and anywhere between second and fourth edition, there's so many monsters. There's so much content that was generated in the additional stuff for the Monsters Compendium 3-ring. You know, that's all second edition. All the stuff came out in Dragon Magazine. You know, like there's probably something that is
homebrewing it. I would basically run that as effectively 3 creatures, like one host and symbiote together, and then the other 2, the host and the symbiote, in case you have scenarios where you can disconnect them. You know?
Do you mean like a Stargate symbiote, like a Goa'uld?
Not even specifically, but more abstractly.
Oh, okay. Because I would bet you, I'm not even sure, so I'll lose this bet if I'm wrong.
It's like
I bet you $5.
You can't extract without magical technology. But.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say. Is I'll bet you $5 in real life, and I could be wrong, and I could lose this bet. But I'll bet you $5 that Dragon Magazine has done the Stargate Goa'uld fucking rules.
I bet you they haven't actually.
Because of like licensing. There was a, you know what? There was a Stargate RPG. There are rules for Goa'uld shit.
Right, partly, but then I was going to say, but mostly because there's a Stargate RPG. But I actually just remembered that's a 5e, so maybe.
Is it 5e?
You might be right.
I don't even know who owns that.
It's 5e modern, but it's 5e. Yeah.
Shit. Like I was gonna say, I was gonna back down when I was like, nope. You know what? I know someone licensed the rules somewhere in there. Someone licensed.
Right. Well, that was my thought too. I was like, nope, I don't think so because those rules are licensed. But then I remembered we played it that one time and it was a 5e system.
We totally did. Holy shit, I forgot. But also, fucking Nightcaster was published in Dragon.
Yeah, I happen to know that the person who wrote that article also happened to know the person who was the editor of the magazine at the time. So that might have something to do.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Take it back.
All right.
You're not wrong. Nightcaster spells are 5e compatible.
Are you going to be running away from the gelatinous cube, or are you going to be staying close to it?
I'm pretty sure I'm done.
Well, I mean, you have movement. You only move 10 feet.
But it would give
Right,
it
but if I
an
just
attack
shoot
of
it, I get an
opportunity.
attack.
Or does he have a hair
That's
hop
true.
that lets him avoid it?
No, he doesn't.
I do not. Worst thing I can do is rebuke it when it hits me. If it hits me and does damage, I can rebuke it.
Could rebuke it.
It's ridiculous that your divine sense has pips and your lay on hands doesn't. That's just lazy.
I agree 100%.
Roll 20 does it too, to be fair. I had to go set that shit up for myself. But still,
For sure.
that's some bullshit. Oh, yeah. All right. If you're
As a
done,
low effort player,
yep, if you're done, I'm moving you on to Watts then.
yeah, dude.
All right, Watts, you're up.
Well, hello, Hello, the cylinder. I have a feeling you do not wish to become my best friend and help me cook in the kitchen. Please stand there and wobble if you are okay with me and becoming a KitchenAid.
It does not seem to wobble in any way that you would take his acquiescence.
Well, yes. Firebolt.
Ooh, that'll hit. Ooh, nice.
Could have been my friend, but you weren't.
Are you going to move or anything?
Nope. I am not taking an attack of opportunity.
All right. Round 2. YOLO.
All right.
All right, all right.
Slarp.
All right.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
That guy's a total pedophile. Come on.
I am not sure what I just heard, but I'm sure it's not what I think I heard.
No, you did. It's kinetically true for the character, not the actor. To be
No,
clear.
not the actor, the character. The character is a fucking pedophile.
That is the same character who's like, you know what I love about high school girls? It's just the
They
fucking
stay the same
foul.
age.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I get older, they stay the same age. Jesus fuck, dude.
Yep.
Okay, so I did hear. I was about what? You know, I'm too sober for this
A
conversation.
lily pad does take your weight.
I knew it would.
I mean, it's a funny movie.
Oosh. Okay, the javelin is stuck in the gelatinous cylinder. That said, this here gelatinous cylinder has seen better days at this point.
Or somebody strike lightning bolt on it or something. In an anime, that'll make it blow up.
It's already got a red hot coin in the middle of it.
How much damage is that dealing to it, by the way?
2d8.
1d8 every turn or something like that?
2d8.
Like 2d8, yep.
Damn, this game is
All right,
generous. I would have
faerly.
given you a D6.
Nice. 10. All right.
Okay, and that was my bonus action. As my free action, I'm going to pull out the wrist rocket. And I'm gonna attack with it.
Nice. Make sure you target it.
Boink.
That is a hit.
All right.
Nice. Not the best roll, but the damage will do.
It'll do damage.
Exactly. All right. You gonna move or anything else? You good?
Yeah, it's probably best if I don't get hit at all.
Sure. Then moving on. Miss Cube's turn. How did you? Yes, behind that massive error spam.
Uh,
Oh. Oh. He goes 1, 2, 3, and when it does, Jory is stuck inside of it. Well, let's see. Actually, Jory, can you make a strength check for me, please?
Strength check. Hold up.
13 or higher.
I'll take strength or dex actually, because these things are kind of slow.
It'll be strength.
Okay.
That was a check.
Okay.
Save, right?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, your ass just got slimed, but you actually managed to hold your ground and did not get slurped up by the cube.
Kick ass.
Yep. Also, tastes kind of like a Sour Patch Kid.
I will say that. Tastes like a Sour Patch Kid. He slimed me.
oh, it's Slimer in cube form. That's adorable.
Dude,
All right, Jory, it is your turn.
Bill Murray is my spirit animal IRL.
That's funny.
Not even kidding. I actually have
Totally understand it though.
I have a Bill Murray air freshener in my car that hangs from my rear view. That's Bill Murray from Stripes doing the point at you. The thing.
I was gonna say it's got to be right. Yeah, that's hilarious.
It's in my car for reals. It's a real thing. Like Bill Murray is my spirit animal.
That amuses me.
I hope to get super old and crash people's weddings and say shit like, no one will believe you. All right. Well, you said this thing wasn't at its best of days. We're going to hit it again.
Cool. You gonna smite it again, or are you just gonna hit it?
Can I smite it again? I
Do
only
you
have one more
slots?
I only have one more spell slot. I kind of want to save it, so I think I'm just going to hit it with them all. Seeing the last one worked, you know?
Yep, hit it with the malt.
Hit them with the mall.
That'll hit it with the malt, for that matter.
Sick. I mean, it is a giant ass fucking blob.
Yeah, hard to miss, right?
I would think so.
It is kind of transparent, I guess. So, like, you know,
Well,
if you had like vision problems, maybe.
And dice being assholes, you know. Do I have to hit like
Sure.
the blood thing?
Yeah. You gotta do the damage. Draw some blood.
Oh, it's here. It's here. Never mind.
Oh,
Like
that's actually pretty good damage. Nice.
it's not bad. It's 1 1/3.
That's some damage.
That's a lot of damage. Not really though. It could have been way better. It was 1 to the max, and then the other to 1/3 of the max. So yeah,
11 on 2d6 is not terrible. That's all.
Yeah, that doesn't suck. I agree.
All right. So you said you weren't going to smite, so I assume that means you're good, or are you going to reposition at all, or?
No, I can't. I can't dodge out without getting hit with slimy.
No, but as long as you stay adjacent, you could move around. So, like, you know,
I
there's.
mean, I suppose. I guess
Four
here.
of the tiles
I'll
you
dance
can
over.
occupy.
I'll dance over here. I'll dance over here as I swing. This is all part of the same movement. I jump up with my rabbity feet. I swing, I go whack, my maul moves through the blob like it would through a giant jello shot, and I land next to Watts and go slorp with my fucking maul coming out the other side. And I'm like,
I just
All right.
realized something. My brain just is slightly fried. The gelatinous cube moved outside of my range. Would I have taken an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, you could have if you wanted to. Do you want to do that?
yeah, you're open to. You
Please.
should be.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Then
this
by
all
all
happens
means,
at the same time then.
make sure you target it and roll their attack.
I'm assuming this all happened in parallel.
Yeah, pretty
Nice,
much exactly
dude.
that. That's a hit.
Super nice, dude.
Yeah, very nice.
Best fucking possible circumstance. Like, that was a moment that they would have filmed in the movie.
Right?
Yep. Sorry, my brain was fried there for a hot second.
It's
And-
pretty late. Understandable. All righty. Are you good, Jory?
I am good.
Jory, are you good?
Is that a trick question?
Sorry. Are you good?
Yeah,
All
you're
right. It is your turn, Watts.
Okay. I
God
pushed the
bless and
button.
protect Yeardley Smith, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Roll me some damage and then roll it double.
Apparently, the universe really loves Yeardley Smith.
Kaboosh. Oh, nice.
Wow, look at that
Okay.
roll. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, so it is more than dead. With a smash of your firebolt there. It seems to flash boil for a moment and then explodes, spattering transparent bits of goop everywhere. Really does taste like Sour Patch Kids.
Everyone light a candle to the goddess of Lisa Simpson.
Thank you, Lisa. Also, thank you, Goddess of Second Chances. I will become your prophet. Have no fear, my lady.
Watts.
Yeah, YOLO?
Your character has a proclivity with animals, do they not?
That would be Phelan.
Oh,
Are you the? No, you're a cook though, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I cook things.
What's up?
You should scoop this shit up and use it for some fucking frosting on some cupcakes or something.
I feel it. I feel the deep need
Filling
to
for cupcakes.
commit this creature here below our feet to the cause. I think it would like our company.
Okay, what kind of creature is it?
It's a lily
A
pad.
living lily
monster.
pad.
Yeah, I understand that. So if it's not an animal, I can't really be speech with it. You know what I mean?
It's an animal.
Not an animal. Not an animal.
It's not an animal.
No.
No.
I can't roll animal handling on it.
No, it's an entirely different kingdom. It's an entirely different kingdom altogether.
What would
It's
you
an
do?
entirely different kingdom.
Thank you.
Y'all fucking failed.
How
If
a lily pad?
maybe speak to plants, but I don't have that one yet.
Okay, I have some bowls in my box. Can I take some of the chunks and put them in the bowls to put in the box? Or can I just put the chunks into the box?
Put the chunks into the box.
Okay. Chunks into box, what are they going to be listed as?
Let's call that, well, let's assume that the max that you could probably pull off would be about 5 pounds, which would be a lot. So that would be like with everybody helping you out. With just you, just scooping up what you can and dumping it into your box, probably get like a pound of gelatinous cube jelly.
I'd probably help him out with getting the stuff off the solid ground.
Yeah, the stuff in the water's a lost cause.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't go after that. Yeah, I'd be pulling it off of like the walls and the like dry
Yeah, the
floor.
railing. Yeah, exactly.
Is there anything else that jumps out as
No core or anything, if that's what you're thinking.
Do you
you
think
knew
if I
exactly where it's going?
make a cutting of this and put it in a jar that it would grow?
You have no way of knowing that.
Watson?
I got a bowl.
Perhaps we could,
Actually, no, I have brewer's gear, so I technically have like a large glass canister.
well, see that even gets closer to what I was thinking. Maybe
Alien?
a cutting of this could be used for.
Could you roll
like
insight for me?
Yeah, I will roll insight. And then the other thing, I will ask somebody who's in the water to find that hot coin and throw it into what exists of the well now.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. The well is still gushing water, and that pool there is getting deeper, much like the snow.
What? There's snow?
No, the pool is getting deeper.
You said insight?
Yeah.
Who's the champion?
It occurs to you that your detect magic spell would not have pinged if it was a creature or some other naturally occurring phenomenon. So that lily pad is probably neither a plant nor an animal. It's probably an enchanted artifact.
I need to get out of the water.
An enchanted artifact.
Brilliant.
Huh. Maybe if I was able to try to identify it, I might be able to figure out details about it. Can you
For sure.
encourage it to come this way, or otherwise I'll have you get off and hop on over?
Right now, though, the water's getting deeper. The water's getting deeper.
I'm going to use my oar to get me to the,
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's almost like a perfect raft for what it's worth. I can't actually move the lily
Like it
pad
was
for real.
designed to be
but-
so.
Okay, then once he gets it over,
draw a circle on me, maybe.
Wait,
Yeah,
we
we'll
just
just
realized
pretend.
that it's an actual like magical object, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
what I'm gonna do
Who wants to
is
sit and meditate on it to attune it?
have YOLO get off of it, and I'm going to cast Identify as a rich. Wait, do I have Identify up as a spell, or do you have it?
I
up?
do.
Okay, you sit down on it and cast Identify as a ritual, and let us know what you figure out.
Okay, I sit on the doobly-doo, and I cast the Identify as a ritual.
All right. It takes 10 minutes as you bob along on the lily pad.
A whistle will sailor's life.
It occurs to you that in fact it is not a natural object at all, but has in fact been created or perhaps summoned from a realm of thought and made real. That's a thing that can happen sometimes.
It's the night realm.
But that it is effectively something similar to Tensor's floating disk. In that wherever you put it, it will just bob along, whether that's on the ground, on the water, or in the air. However, you also know that it is not responding to you. And as a player, you imagine that means it's not attuned.
Brilliant.
Just okay. I related this to everyone. I also wish to do a system query. Can I attune with the lily pad?
Yeah, you can. However, when you try, it pops up a page It shows 3 squares, like kind of like an inventory, but just 3.
Okay.
It says attuning to an item will cost one of your attunement slots. This option cannot be undone. Continue? Yes, no.
This is new.
Oh, this is some oh shit. This is some yep.
I query the system. What else can I attune with?
You don't get a response back.
Interesting. Part of me really wants this. Okay, guys. I explained what I just learned from trying to start the attunement process with the lily pad.
You can place your kitchen on it.
I mean, it is it is a good chunk of space. I query the system. Is it currently attuned to anyone?
Yes.
Can the system tell me who?
Says it is attuned to somebody named Bavlorna.
Oh, I am not doing that without her permission.
Did you just tell me the name? Is her name Bad Morta?
Bavlorna.
Lorna.
You guys know that already, though.
Yeah.
So, crazy lady at the top of this place. This is hers. Okay. Without her permission, I'm not going to take this because of the rules that are in place in this realm. But it does mean I could possibly trade for it.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm back. All right, good.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, I got a phone call and I took the phone call and my computer was like, that means you can't hear anyone on that. It's like, oh no.
Oh, because it's multi-point fucking Bluetooth. Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, real question. We just got to, I think, a decent stopping point. Do we wish to stop now or do we wish to continue?
No, we're going to stop now.
Okay.
Yep. I was going to stop us anyway, for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's about the right time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Yola.
Indeed.
No, I mean, and I also feel like maybe it was me because I got a call that disrupted me, but no, I feel like now it's pretty good. Now is a good part.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
I
just
was
That's
going to
fine.
stop us
combat.
after the cube anyway, FYI.
Well,
It seems like, yeah, if we killed the
Surrender?
cube, that's a good place. Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like that was
no,
right.
that is a good place to stop. Thanks anybody for watching. I am going to I'm gonna end the stream here. Take
Yeah,
care
bye,
out
everybody.
there,
Love you,
everybody.
mean it.
Thank you for the fun, everybody.